Good afternoon, everyone. Yes, it is a Sunday afternoon. So listen, how's everybody doing? I hope everyone's having a wonderful day. In Georgia, in Atlanta, specifically, the weather is beautiful. Hey, listen, guys, you know that this month is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So if you know someone that is going through breast cancer or any type of cancer right now, keep them in your thoughts and prayers and be there for them. And if you know someone that's already gone down that path and they are on the road to recovery, keep them in your thoughts and prayers as well and do whatever you can for them. But listen, I want to talk to you about a date that I had. So I had a date. It's a really nice gentleman. We didn't necessarily go out to dinner because I don't think you have to have a specific thing to do and make this big plan. You can do whatever. So we went out to a cafe and I had tea. He had coffee, and we had some desserts. So we're just chatting. Now we've chatted on the phone a little bit prior to this date. So I'm not sure, what happened between the chats on the phone and the date, which was about a 2 week time frame. But I could tell that, in person, this guy really wasn't into me. And that's fine because everyone isn't for everyone. And that's okay. You've got to just find the person that's right for you. So I have no issue with someone not being into me because I've not been into people as well. So, it works both ways. But anyway, so, and the way I knew this, we were just sitting there chatting, and there was nothing that was really the conversation was so surface. So where's the last place that you visited, your last trip? Nothing really pertaining to two individuals really getting to know each other at all. So I just wanted to remind everyone that there are some signs that tell you when he's not into you. But before I get into that, I need for you to like this video. I need for you to subscribe to my channel because I am trying to grow. And the only way that I can grow is if you subscribe to it and like. And you know what? Leave comments as well. I will answer them. I love hearing what you have to say because sometimes, it sends me in a different direction. But let's get into that. I had to write some notes because there are some things that are just glaring, and there are others that, really aren't. So, some of the ways that you know that he's just not into you. So, oh well, and I'll let you know how the date ended after I give you the script and of the ways that he's not into you. So, one of the ways that you know that he's not into you, that after you've gotten to know him for a while, he is not making plans for the future. He's not talking about the future, a future that includes you anyway, and he only calls when he needs something. That's a glaring one. That's a glaring one. And he's only affectionate, when you're with him. So you've known him for a while, let's say, and you go out with his friends, and his other friends and their mates, they're affectionate and touching and hugging and whatnot, and he doesn't do any of that with you. But when you're alone with him, he does a lot of that. Okay, let's say he doesn't ask probing questions. Now, that's what the guy wasn't doing on this date. He wasn't asking probing questions. And, I didn't think a lot of it because when we were talking on the phone, because I was like, well, when, I'll see what happens. We get to see each other face to face, you know. So, anyway, no probing questions. Let's see. Yeah, he doesn't share info about himself or his family. Now that's another big one. When he doesn't share information, really share information about himself, or his family, like things that he likes, things that turns him off, what turns him on about a woman, things that he wants to do for his woman, if he's not having those kinds of conversations, then he's definitely not into you. Let's see. He rarely invites you out, but always wants to come over. That's another glaring one. Rarely invites you out, but always wants to come over. And you know what? And when you say to him, well, listen, let's go out, let's do something, we don't have to spend money or whatever. Because sometimes you have to say that to a man because they always think all women want to do something or go somewhere that entails spending money. But a man that's really into you can be creative. You know why? Because they want to spend time with you. They want to be with you. So they'll come up with creative things to do that have nothing to do with spending money. So if he only wants to come over to you, that means he doesn't want to be seen with you. And if he doesn't want to be seen with you, it's because he doesn't want anyone to know that he's with you. So that when he's not with you, there are no questions from his friend. Oh, where's so and so? You're not seeing so and so anymore? Well, if they never see so and so, those questions can't be asked, right? Little tips. You got to think about these things. Let's see. Oh, this is another big one. This is another big one. He really invites you out. We said that just a few minutes ago, right? But the big part of this is he invites himself over. You don't invite him over, he just invites himself over. And you're like, okay, that's new, that's different. And me, what I'm going to say at that point is, oh, you know what? I forgot. I had told my girlfriend I was going to help her with such and such. So we'll have to get together another time. You've got to do what you got to do when you see that when a man is not into you and he's trying to abuse you in as far as um, utilizing your time, because you know what, ladies, time is something you cannot get back. So do not let any dusty man steal your time because you can't get it back. So once you realize that he's a buster and that he's busted, and I don't mean that meaning that he's broke and whatnot, because he could be rich, he could be whatever. But if he's not into you, then he is dusty, busted. He is. Just a fact. So let's see what else. He's not honest with you. And the way that you know that he's not honest with you because he'll tell you one thing and you're like, hmm. And you say this to yourself in your head. You get that little question mark over your head. Hmm, that's not what you said to me the last time I spoke to you. And you get to a point when he does it more than once or twice. You have to just stop and say, is there something wrong? Because the last two times you told me something completely different, and now you're telling me this. So do I need to understand something because you're speaking in code or something? I don't know, but that's not what you said the last time. And then when you say that to them, that riles them up really bad. They really get into their own skin at that point. Well, I meant what I said. I said what I meant, yada, yada, yada. And when they start doing that, it's time for you to push your chair back, stand up, wish him well, but say goodbye. There is always a moment that occurs when you have to say goodbye. And just say goodbye. Just say goodbye. But remember, if he's not talking about his friends to you, then he's not talking about you to his friends. If he's not talking about future plans that include you, then he's not planning for the future with you. If he's not talking about making plans to do something this weekend, tomorrow, 2 days from now, then he's not planning to be with you after tomorrow, today, or 2 days from now. Let's just be real. And don't get caught up because, oh my God, he's so handsome. The one thing that can change in a heartbeat are looks. Looks are fleeting. It's what's inside and how they bring out what's inside and show it to you. That's what's important. Oh, he's got a lot of money. Stop, money. No. Because you know what? If money is what you need, your needs will be fulfilled. And they will not necessarily need to be fulfilled by a dusty brother who really doesn't have any intentions of taking the relationship to the next level. So, handsome, negative, money, negative. Well, you know what? I'm gonna let you think about the money because if he's doing things like big things right up front and you feeling good about it, you decide what you want to get before you get, you know what I'm saying? What you want to take with you before you get the heck out of there. I mean, I'll leave that up to you. But I will say, don't let that be the driving factor. Don't let it be the driving factor. Don't let money or the looks be the driving factor when those other things that we just or I just made you aware of aren't in place. No, you are better than that. You deserve better than that. And you know what? You can have better than that. Because the one thing that I believe is that there is somebody for everyone. And the one thing that we have to stop and realize is the somebody that's for us might not be the somebody that we visualize. So sometimes you just have to do things differently. And when you do things differently, different things happen. Outcomes change, and you never know. It might be the best thing, the best thing that ever happened to you. So don't be afraid to change positions, directions. Don't be afraid because you never know. What's at the end of that road might be better for you than what's at the end of the road where you are going to be consistent and stay the course. Sometimes we don't need to stay the course. Get off of the course, do something different, and you might run right into the person that's for you. So, with that, I just want to say don't get caught up in the looks. I'll let you determine how you want to handle the money for now anyway until you decide you want to walk away from it all if there's money to be had but don't be the one pushing a develop don't be the one trying to develop a relationship and push it forward. That should be something that's dual between the two people, yourself and that individual. So with that said, I'm going to say have a wonderful afternoon. And um, there is a silver lining, believe it or not. There truly is a silver lining. And all of our silver linings will be shown at some point. You know, we just have to wait, enjoy life, do things for ourselves. And you know what? Before I leave, I just want to say this as well. Do special things for yourself. Do special things for yourself. If you think that you need a facial, get a massage. Take a walk, put your earphones, your earpods in and listen to some nice, soothing R&B or eclectic or whatever you want to listen to, and just take a nice walk. Do something for yourself because I guarantee you, the more you love yourself, the more attractive you will be to that right person that will show themselves to you at some point. Take my word, it does happen. It truly does happen. So listen, I need for everybody to remember. Now I'm getting back into my upper register, so to speak. Hey guys, I need you to subscribe. I need you to like this video. And I need you to leave a comment. And you know what? I know I said that was my last thing, but I just want to say one more thing. And you know what? Guys, what I just said, and I was speaking to women, yes, I was. But you know what? If you can flip it around. The same thing for a man. If a woman's not into you, it's going to be the same thing. But there'll be a few more things that'll be a little different. If a woman's really not into you, she's really going to be pushing you to take her out and do this and take her out on dates and dinner and spend money, until she wears you out. And then she'll just walk away. So the same thing for men. You have to be cautious as well. I'm a woman and I'll be honest with you. Women do what women do and men do what men do. So we just have to be careful for ourselves and watch out for our own hearts. So listen, have a great week and don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment. Please have a wonderful afternoon.